Here at the first UK Open Qualifier of 2017, live from Robin Park in Wigan. We've just seen Joe Mernon with the first match on board 6. He'll take on Eddie Dutton. We'll stream that one later on, but first we've got Steve Douglas, the man on your screen now, against Stuart Dutton, the man on your screen now. You will get players that
Six more darts.
Perhaps you haven't seen or heard much of at these events. If you want to know who Stuart Dutton is, he has actually reached the UK Open Finals before, back in 2010. Lost 6-5 to Simon Cunningham when he got there.
3 more.
But Dutton, has played in UK Open Qualifiers before, back in 2010 and 11. Giving it another go here. Having attempted qualifying school for the 3rd time last month. Didn't make it through, but he's got the opportunity to try and qualify for the UK Open again.
25.
As Douglas throws 25.
25 again, Stuart's throw for the bullseye.
And Dutton does the same.
It's outside. Outside again, Steve.
And both players outside this time as they decide who will throw first in this 1st to 6 contest. Steve Douglas, 39-year-old from Gillingham in Kent.
Outside. It's outside again, Stuart's throw for the ball.
Played on the BDO circuit for many years, reaching the World Championship at Lakeside 3 times, a World Master 3 times. In the PDC, we've seen him on the European Tour. And he earned a 2-year tour card back in 2015. As this game gets underway. Didn't manage to keep hold of his tour card with performances over the last 2 years, so had to return to qualifying school last month and was unsuccessful in his pursuit of a tour card. Steve Douglas. We already know the opponent of the winner of this match in the board semi-final. He will be the number 13 seed Benito van der Pas. There are 32 seeds, 1 on each board. However, they've been drawn in to those boards, so it's not number 1 and 32 destined to play each other. It's an open draw. And if Van der Pas gets through board 6, then if it all goes to seeding, he would meet Vincent van der Voort, who is a seeded player on board 5.
65.
Dutton leaves tops for the first leg. Can he clip it in underneath the barrel? Oh, he's gone. That's a wide from Dutton. Double 15 gets it. Not the route that he would have wished to pursue, but in the end, he gets his score to 0 and gets a leg on the board. Straight ton from Douglas to get the second leg underway. Hold of throw for Dutton in the first leg. Bidding to make the UK Open for a second time. A couple of years ago when Steve Douglas played in these qualifiers. He picked up £500, and that was enough then to qualify for the UK Open, where he went on to reach the last 64.
99.
Lost to John Henderson at that stage. And 140 puts him in a strong position in this leg to hold.
95.
And the ton leaves 76.
59.
So she'll be looking at triple 20. $16 for tops. Nice clean finish from Steve Douglas to level up. We'll try and bring you results of other matches around the boards when we get them.
46.
Just hearing from my esteemed colleague Dan Dawson that Lee Bryant has just won his match on the other stream board.
80.
After this, on board 6 or stream board 1, is Prakash Jiwar,
43.
who did secure his tour card back at Q School in this very venue against Jeff Batham. Then Eddie Dutton against Joe Mernon, who we have already seen win on this board.
Yes.
That's in the bullseye. So 45 left, now 32.
63.
And it's just outside, so Douglas will get a chance to break. 45 for tops, that's what he gets. Looks like a decent guide. And in off the flight. And a break of throw for Douglas. And finishes of 76 and 85. Can't argue with that. Now, could he be firing in the max?
140.
Oh, it looked like it might be, but 140 it was. Interesting style of throw, Steve Douglas. When we look at him next time, he kind of looks at the flight rather than the board before he throws, and then his eyes do find the way down to the target. Seemingly effective from what we're seeing so far today. Back-to-back 140s to kick off this leg.
$86. 100.
1-2-1 left after 9 darts. That's a very, very decent standard
81.
from Steve Douglas. No need to go the treble 17 bullseye route, so he'll just
81.
smarten up the shot. 81 for tops and a potential 13 dart leg.
100.
And each time he's been presented with a finish, he's completed the task in front of him.
20.
And as I say that, he misses 3 darts at doubles. Cheers, Steve.
30.
All right, we'll have another go now. Double 10. Dutton is on a finish this time, albeit a big one. And he won't be getting a chance as Douglas pegs double 10. 3-1 lead. But here comes Stuart Dutton with the first maximum. So a good response from Dutton to falling a couple of legs behind. Well, is Douglas going to find his first 180 in the same leg? Yes, he is. Fabulous darts from this pair here. Good recovery from the first dart, which went wildly loose into the 5. Leaves a finish. Douglas needs a treble now to leave a finish himself.
97.
Gets one. Moving south down the board to leave 164. And you get a stab at it.
42.
Well, treble 18. Doesn't get there. Would have given him a shot at the bull.
130.
But he set it up very, very nicely. Pressure on this 95 now for Stuart Dutton. There's a 25. 20 for bull or treble 20 for double 5. What a shot from Dutton. 95 out. Great leg of darts that one. 2 180s. 95 finish. Yeah, we're disappointed after the first dart there. Steve Douglas straight in the treble 20 and then unable to follow it. Only 85 in the end, but not too much punishment. Dutton only 9 points ahead. Now can he follow it this time, Douglas?
85.
Actually a man who recovered from heart problems a few years ago, Steve Douglas, so you know, fantastic for him to have come back from that and
134.
Playing on the tour, and from what I'm watching here, playing well.
121.
Whether he gets the job done in this one remains to be seen, but he looks just to have a slight edge over his opponent. And he's got the advantage in this leg. 102 left. Dutton really needs to put a hole in this 190, get himself below 100 perhaps.
70.
Only scores 70, but it's effectively the same finish. Treble, single, double. Well, there's a single from Douglas. There's the treble.
62.
Can't find the double. So Shanghai for Stuart Dutton to level this one up. Needs a treble 20 now. And it's gone into the one, the treble one.
32 short.
And the last start was in the wrong bed as well, so Douglas comfortably comes forward, pegs double top, 4-2 lead, keeps his advantage.
85.
I can reveal there have been prelim round victories for the likes of Thorin Lurchbacker. Ronnie Baxter beat Dennis Smith. Stephen Burton knocking out John Bowles. Warwick Sheffer, also a winner.
88.
We saw earlier on Joe Mernon come through against Billy Holmes, 6-3. James Wilson's had a win against Andy Bolton.
96.
Jimi Hendrix is out, lost to Martin Thomas, 6-4. No dancing for Jimmy today. In the first round, proper Chris Dobie already through, having beaten Adrian Gray, so he sets up a tie with Robert Thornton. Mouth-watering encounter, that one.
81.
Andy Jenkins has won his first round, so his prelim round clash, sorry. 6-1 against Ross Twell. In this one, good response again from Stuart Dutton. 88 left.
97.
Douglas also leaves a finish. Now double 14. Just come to the right. And he does get it right. And moves back within a leg. Needs to break. Steve Douglas though. Will the chance present itself in this leg? Good recovery. Fantastic recovery from Steve Douglas. Fabulous start now. Second maximum for Stuart Dutton. But this one against the darts.
100.
He's got a real chance to put himself in front in this leg. 100 or 140 is fine. 99 as good. Has a lead. Douglas 60 behind. Well, only slightly in front, so Dutton has a big chance to break here. If he can find a treble in this visit. Oh, it's just going wrong at the wrong time.
22.
Only 22. An opportunity was certainly knocking there for Stuart Dutton. And he could not take advantage. So much of this game is about timing. It just looked like the time was right. The door was open.
59.
But it was like it was a pull door and he was pushing it. Stuart Dutton.
25.
And he's still not on a finish from that position. Douglas is. Will be on a much smaller one after this visit. And a chance to move within one leg of victory.
122.
Double 12 is what Steve Douglas will be aiming for when he returns.
55.
And that's what he gets. And a 5-3 lead, but you have to say that was a mess of Stuart Dutton's own making in that leg. Found himself in a very promising position.
100.
But he couldn't take advantage. Steve Douglas managed to close it out. And now he is
55.
one leg away from a board semi-final against Benito van der Pas.
59.
Mentioned before that there were 32 amateur qualifiers for the UK Open to add to the 96 players that qualify from these 6 UK Open qualifiers.
134.
Amongst the names already qualified, 15 players have already qualified through the amateur qualifiers. The likes of Paul Hogan, Alex Roy, who's played in every single UK Open finals, Gareth Pass, Dave Prince, Steve Maish, Lee Evans, all names that we know from the Pro Tour in the past.
140.
Well, which one of these players is going to take a step forward? It's looking like Douglas at the moment, but Dutton favourite for this leg. 68 left.
100.
Should get a dart at a double in this visit. Will be just the one, and it'll be at double top.
48.
He's underneath, so 150, and this is for the match. But it's not on anymore, so Dutton will come back, 3 darts in hand, 20 points required to keep his hopes alive. And there it is. Well, this is the leg now, and a bounce out, clattered off the other darts, so only 80 scored. But Douglas holds, he wins. If Dutton breaks, he takes it to a decider in which he would have the throw for the match. Douglas has seemed cool, calm and collected for the majority of this tie. But can he remain so as he approaches the finishing line? And has Stuart Dutton run his race in this one?
29.
Only 29 scored. There's been a little bit of a tendency to do that at key moments in this match. And Douglas has accepted the gifts.
60.
Now then, Dutton can recover with a massive score.
140.
Well, that'll do. Puts him back in contention in this leg. Douglas 15 points ahead plus these. Old Dutton must be thinking is no treble, no treble. And he gets his wish. Can he now apply the pressure and find some big trebles himself? Well, he certainly can. Look at this from Stuart Dutton.
135.
Millimetres away from a maximum. But it's an achievable checkout if he gets a chance at it. 164, treble 18. Doesn't get a chance for the ball, so Stuart Dutton will return for the 101 to take this match to a deciding leg. Treble 19. Doesn't get it.
77.
And now Douglas, who took out 76 and 85 in the first 2 legs of this match, now wants to add 82 to that roll of honour. 66 left, so might only be a dart at the bull. Oh, he's found the treble. Fabulous, fabulous start. Double 9 for the match.
73.
Well, he's missed it, and Dutton has a chance to make it 5 apiece by bedding double 12. Double 6 now. No, you could hear the groan of disappointment from Stuart Dutton. A story of missed chances for him. Can Douglas now finish it off? Well, he can't. Well, Dutton's got a choice here. Does he go straight for double 3, or does he try and split it? 2 for double 2. But he went straight for it. That's the problem with that route. Now it's 1 for double one. Hits the big one. Can he find the double? He can't. And surely now Steve Douglas will condemn his opponent to an early exit. That's what he does. Double four. Dutton had opportunities in that game, couldn't take them, and Steve Douglas benefits. Decent performance from him. He moves through to face Benito van der Pas. We will be back in a few moments' time with our next live stream game between Prakash Jiwa and Jeff Batham.
Welcome to the Dart Show, a brand new monthly show where you get all the news, reviews, interviews and backstage stories. Joining me in the studio is darts reporter Dan Dawson and former Players champion Paul Nicholson.
The standard really has been